Bullskit Comedy is a sketch and improv group. We started off in our first year as a cabaret show. And we're like, oh, this would be a great way to make some money to do live theater, which is we started out as a theater company for Against the Wall Theater. And then as the years progressed, we realized that there's a market for Bullskit Comedy in Red Deer. So we're like, let's put our focus on Bullskit Comedy. And so we did that. We create a brand new show every month. So we have brand new content, there's a new band. Improv's always different, of course, because we make it up, which is fun. And so each month and prior to the season starting, we get together, we write new material, we work it together in the room. Then it transfers to the cast.
Yes.
I've been with Bullskit, I think 400 years now.
400, okay.
So kind of
on the lower end, I guess.
Yeah, 4 years. And I joined originally because I was kind of actually just like bored with my life.
I'm pretty much the crazy one, I would say, a lot of the time, and I'm probably well known as that. Okay. I bring a lot of energy on stage. I've managed to calm it down over the years. 5 years ago, I was a lot more like Chris Farley. Now, maybe a little John Belushi, maybe? I don't know.
Really? Really? Well, I thought you liked it.
That doesn't matter.
There's just a need for it in Red Deer. There's a huge void where there's community theater, yes, and there is a couple of things, but there's just nothing really quite like what we do. We're the only improv scene, which is something that's developed over the years, and I guess technically we're the only sketch scene as well, too, which is kind of hard for people to grasp what that is until they actually see it or are in it, right? Because, for a lot of people, theater is theater. It doesn't really matter what it is you're doing, so it's just something different.
I think the dynamic is, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like we just know each other and we know how each other works, and so when we get in a room together and we do sketch or we do improv, we really know how to work together well and how to play together to support and make each other's experience different each time, as well as a place that you feel really safe together. This month we decided to throw a curveball and mix improv and sketch together to see if they can figure out what's improv and what's sketch based. And so I'm really hoping that our improv looks like sketch and our sketch looks like improv, and that the audience kind of gets more invested into the show so that they feel like they can kind of play along and see what they think is sketch and what is improv.
A special edition of Bullskit.
I'm Eric Yashinsky.
And I'm Ash Marcia, and we are going to play a fun game show with you guys tonight.
Yes, we will. We're going to twist up Bullskit this month. We're going to do what's called sketch or improv.
How you write for the Bullskit show is basically with their format, which is improv and sketch. So the improv gets everybody involved. The sketch settles them in. Bread and butter.
You're way hotter than I am. Look at you.
They have their own cliques cliches. There, you see someone, you're just like, I expect this from them. And then you see another person, I expect this from them. And then they collide, and it's just like a mixture of colors.
As an observer, I think that they are amazing friends. We are a tribe. They know each other so well, and they have so much fun together. And I think that's why they do so well, because they have so much fun, and they're so excited to be here, and they're so in love with working so hard.
I've really learned that improv is like such like the core of anything. Improv you can use in your real life, which I use every day, and I really try to encourage people to do it because it's saying yes, being supportive, listening to people, kind of just rolling with what you get. It's always different, it's always changing. You relate, like the audience relates differently to you, you get different reactions. You can make people feel, and then you can make people laugh. And I think if you can do both of those things in improv, like that's the greatest comedy to me, is if you can laugh and then you can cry, right?
So, give me your thoughts on tonight's show.
Tonight was fantastic. Yeah, it went really, really well. All the sketch was really good. I feel like tonight though, like the improv was really on fire. Like everyone was on their game with the improv. It was, yeah, it was fantastic. It really was.
I think the Matador scene I did where I just had horns on and ran in place. We planned something else, and yeah, I just didn't want to do that. They say in improv, you know, take your first idea and throw it away.
Right.
Go with like your third idea. So I just went out there and I didn't even really think. I just started doing.
I think there is a certain amount of relief when the audience genuinely seems to enjoy what we're hoping that they'll enjoy, or even maybe something that we didn't think was funny or entertaining.
I don't know if you noticed before, but like we almost touched hands when we were getting lunch over there.
You never know what's gonna happen. And I really enjoy audience like interaction and participation, and sometimes I like the unexpected factor, and even if someone kind of turns you down, or we do have people that, you know, maybe don't react the way that we would expect or want them to, but that's always part of it.
After the shows, we like to sometimes talk to the people who come to our show. So we talk about what other people said about the show and how they viewed it.
And if there was one thing you could say to the Bull Skid crew, what would it be?
I just keep it up. Every time I go, it gets a little bit better. So obviously, doing the right thing with bringing on the right cast members. So keep it up.
Keep doing what you're doing. Alberta needs stuff like this, so.
These people are the best people in the world. They really are. They truly are my family.
It's just a real family.
Like the group of people is just the best.
It's great to work with such a fun group of people.
I've worked really hard to really create an atmosphere that is inclusive, supportive, and it wants you feel like you're a part of something great. And I really think Bull Skit is our second family. We spend so much time together, and we really get to know each other's ups and downs and goods and bads, and I think that's the greatest part of working together. We're vulnerable together, we're on stage together, we create really beautiful art together. We've all been misfits in some way, but we've all found each other, and now we get to do something together.
There's no like hookers and blow.
Oh, what?
I wish.
It's a world where farts are deemed illegal, and they are instantly shot if they are caught farting.
Well, you may have taken away my guns, but you have not taken away my python.
Loose! Ain't shit! Thankfully, you're not being floor, as a matter of fact.
I don't know. Go see an improv show. It's so fun.